Do you know what this is? Disclaimer number 1. What I say may come as a surprise to you, and so I need to assure you that everything I say is completely fact-based. I'm going to put a little pop-up down at the bottom that can take you to all the sources. And disclaimer number 2, this is nothing against the United States. I love America, but I've chosen to use the American dollar as it's the #1 used currency in the world. It's important to know some of the basics of the economy to later understand the real value of cryptocurrencies. Currency is one of the things that most people use on the planet, yet the majority don't know some of the most essential things of it, like how or who creates it, what makes it valuable, and how is our freedom related to it. Let's see in this video. 1. What money is. 2. What fiat currency is. 3. How money is created. And 4. Global debt and its effects. Our true wealth is time and freedom. Money is just a tool for trading it. It's a container to store our economic energy until we are ready to deploy it. Throughout history, one of the optimum forms of money has always been gold and silver because of their properties. Around the 7th century, some societies have grown tired of carrying purses full of heavy coins and said, hey, why don't we deposit our money somewhere, aka banks, and we make a little paper attached to each coin so we can exchange them without having to carry them out. This paper is what's so-called currency. Before the 70s, every currency of the planet, with the exception of just a few, were linked to the US dollar and the US dollar backed by gold at $35 per ounce. This gave the world stability and pegged all currencies together through the dollar to gold, known as the gold standard. You could go to the bank and redeem your currency for real money. If you look closely, the old bills had it written on it. See? In gold coin payable to the bearer on demand. By that time, it was America's golden age in terms of purchasing power of the average household, and saving was a decent way to preserve wealth. Now, imagine taking $35 out of your pocket today and knowing that you can get this ounce of gold with it, which is worth in the thousands. In the past, this link was supposed to make it fair. At the end of the day, this was just a proof of ownership of an underlying asset, a claiming check, like having a house and its related papers that show you are the owner. However, after World War II, the US had secretly printed dollars that were not backed by gold. Other countries of the world were starting to suspect, so they started withdrawing the gold they had stored in the US. The US lost almost 50% of its gold reserves. The world economy was crumbling, so to buy some time and avoid the whole system from complete collapse, in 1971, something very significant happened for the global economy. The US President Nixon declared that from then on, the US dollar will no longer be redeemable for gold.
I have directed Secretary Connally to suspend temporarily the convertibility of the dollar into gold.
They decided to cut the link between paper and gold, leaving dollar holders with a piece of paper. Every dollar in existence printed by the central bank comes with debt to it. Yes, you heard right, debt. Let me use an example from the documentary, Hidden Secrets of Money.
If you borrow the very first dollar into existence, and that's the only dollar that exists on the planet, but you promise to pay it back plus another dollar's worth of interest, where do you get the second dollar to pay the interest? The answer is that you have to borrow that one into existence and promise to pay it back with interest as well. So now there are $2 in existence, but you owe 4, and so on and so on. The result is there's never enough currency to pay the debt. There is always more debt in the system than there is currency in existence to pay the debt. Therefore, the whole system is impossible. It is finite. It will come to an end one day.
You can track the debt in real time and see how it grows and grows forever. This is all public information. This worrying situation, plus the astonishing innovation blockchain technology, is in itself has created the recipe for the blooming of cryptocurrencies. These are the two main reasons why they rise. But hey, this is not to be a sensationalist or an alarmist, nor is this a political issue, absolutely not. but rather to bring you crystal clear information that I consider very important so you can keep researching if you are interested. Now the question is how to protect yourself and your loved ones. Well, the answer is educate yourself. You are the best investment you can do, and the more you learn, the better decisions you will make. As far as education goes, I'm going to provide you accumulated wisdom along with some specific things that you can do. I'd like to mention that despite my obvious love affair with cryptocurrencies, I encourage you to look into precious metals too, as a diversification. Now I hope you find this video enlightening, and if so, please give this video a thumbs up and let me know in the comments if you managed to understand the mechanics of our current economic machine, or if you find it too much or if it went too fast. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next episode.